The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Chaco, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste.
A wise man once said, "We make a living out of what we get, but we make a life out of what we give." You're welcome to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. I wanted to think about that, but you should also know that today on the program, we're bringing you the story of another phenomenal lady, one of determination, one of persistence, one of courage, and one of faith. My name is Keminni Amanor, and you're most welcome to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. Our program is brought to you kind courtesy, the Kel Toothpaste brands, Kel 360, Kel Kids, and Kel Chaco. I'll be right back.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Chaco toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Chaco toothpaste. Kel Chaco toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to Amame Manfo, Kel Chaco's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, a man swing, Nesasu Mama Hotoso, a will beg you.
Kel Chaco toothpaste. Choose Kel Chaco toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel. Happy Smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. My phenomenal lady today is one who puts the spotlight on other women, particularly Muslim women. And today she's going to share with us her story, her journey, one of faith, one of courage, one of determination, and why she does what she does. My guest today is Madam Adiza Ibrahim, and she's head of marketing and media relations at Electroland. You're welcome to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show.
Thank you, Keminni.
It's good to see you, and you look lovely.
Thank you.
I must add, you're a very beautiful woman.
You're also very beautiful. Look at your skin.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But you know, there aren't so many people whose stories are known. Women who do things in the Muslim communities. We don't tell their stories so often.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
There are, but their stories don't get being told. Yes, but there are a lot of women that are
doing great things,
amazing things. You'll be shocked, from career, from education, from social enterprising, from humanitarian works, from engineering sector, oil and gas. Name them. There are a lot of Muslim women. Media.
Why do you think we tend to forget a lot of our Muslim women doing wonderful things?
I cannot really place a finger on it, but I think that maybe in the past, I think a lot of them are conservative. If you ask me, a lot of them are conservative, and a lot of them also probably don't want to do things that will go contrary to the limitations maybe the religion has set on us. The religion has given us the free will as a woman to be able to do a lot of great things, but there are limitations. So for me, there are certain things that in as much as I want to be free, I want to be out there to touch lives, to change narrative, to change the status quo. I'm also sometimes very mindful. If I am not okay or I'm not comfortable with certain things, I may not want to show up. So I'm thinking for the other women, maybe that's the reason. But on a whole, it could be, they just don't want any trouble.
But here you are.
Yes, I'm here, beautifully seated, because it doesn't hurt to be here. It doesn't hurt. I don't think I'm going to do anything or say anything that will be contrary to my religion. Because for us as Muslim, first thing that must be done right is to always be intentional about the limitations your religion has set on you, especially if you're a woman, and also especially if you're a Muslim married woman.
And you know, I like how you put it, because a lot of times us non-Muslims misunderstand you, and the trust you put in your faith, because we don't understand why you do certain things the way you do them, and we think that you're perhaps missing out on life. We think that perhaps we are missing your out. Rights are being abused.
No. Our rights are not.
From a point of ignorance.
Yes, I like
really.
that. From a point of ignorance, our rights as Muslim women are never abused, because if you go back into history, our first woman was Nana Khadija, and I am Adiza. So Adiza is Nana Khadija. She was the wife to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if you read back in history, this was a phenomenal woman. She was a woman of substance. She was an intentional woman. She was a purposeful woman, very focused. She did all the things that I see myself doing, and all the other women you think are also doing, but don't want the spotlight or don't want to be in the limelight. This woman was generous. She married, she's older than our prophet. She married our prophet. She was charitable. She was kind. She was a businesswoman.
Right.
She owned a lot of businesses. So she was out there working. So I think it is not the religion, but the individuals who have turned the religion around, because for some, there's selfish interest.
Right.
They don't want women to be out there.
And also
they don't want women to be out there. They don't want women to be great. They wish that women will always be at the back seat. It is fine if you want a woman to be at the back seat, but for some of us, the families we come from, the men we are married to, the places we come from, there's a lot of aspiration.
Indeed.
We will achieve, but we have it at the back of our minds, the set limitations by the doctrines of our beautiful religion on women.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I will add also the ignorance of the rest of society.
Yeah.
Puts a lot of pressure on Muslim women unnecessarily.
There are a lot of unfounded set standards that they scare these young women with, and that is where I come in.
Indeed.
Yeah. Indeed. So I try to
and that's
change.
where we are going now. You have the spotlight, but you
so
also
we'll talk
hold
about it.
Yes, you also hold the lamp
Yeah.
for other Muslim
To
ladies
jump
to
on
find
it.
their way.
Yes.
Where does your story begin?
So for me, I'm just a normal young woman who grew up with a father that loved education, that would not save a penny in the bank because he needed to invest in his children, especially the women. So I grew up in Tema Community 5 Railways because my dad was a worker at Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Grew up there, went to my basic school, went to SHS and then university in Accra, African University College of Education. Then we moved from Tema Community 5 to Ashaiman Zone 2 because Daddy went on retirement. I grew up there, finished school, finished university, got married, came to Accra to settle with my husband, got a job with one of the top consumer electronics conglomerate in Ghana, Electroland. Then when I started work, one time I just looked at my husband and I said, you know what? I think that where I am getting to in my career and at my workplace, this is a stage where I had a lot of power. I had a lot of, I was allowed to speak. I was amongst men. I was the only female, but I could decide. I could also contribute in decision making, and I am a Muslim woman. So I go on social media, I post my pictures, I write about events of my life, i.e. career, i.e. school, motherhood, and marriage, and I get these young girls. Kuburah, this is not the story. Kuburah, do you know I hold a master's degree, but my husband's wouldn't allow me work. My relative wouldn't allow me work. Kuburah, I want to go to school. I want to work. But my father says I cannot do it because I'm a Muslim girl. Kuburah, the society where I live, these are real-time stories. The community where I come from, in the Zongo community, some of the men, even women, even educated men and women, some of them are against the fact that, educated men are against the fact that as a Muslim girl, you are not supposed to be, you are not supposed to achieve. You get to a certain limit, it's all about marriage
and children.
Marriage and children. So I started writing, and I realized that each day I wake up to a lot of messages. You have inspired me so much. Because of you, I have gone to pick the forms. I'm going back to school. Because of you, I'm taking that job because I see that you're working with men and you are doing fine, and this is your beautiful family. You are a respectable woman. You still go every time with your veil. You are there, you are here, and you are doing great.
Right.
So I will write about it and tell them about the stories. One time we were home, I looked at my suitcases, the one I brought from my daddy's house to my marital home. And that was the suitcase I packed all my bridal stuff in. And I tell you for a fact, I changed up to 14 outfits when I was marrying. If you have lived in Ashaiman truly and you have experienced the Muslim marriage, you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
So it starts from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I changed up to 14. So I looked at this outfit and I went like, but this clothes it is not my will that I will not gift them out, but these are stuff that are symbolic because I wore them on my big day. Easily, if they were any normal outfit, I could just pick them up and give them away. But I can't do that with this. But come to think of it, how can this waste 14 outfit? It cost a fortune. 14 outfit. I was fortunate. I had money because before I married, I was working already. Daddy too was okay, and my husband's side also supported. But Adiza, do you know you have set some standard that probably that young girl is also looking up to and wishing that that is what she wants to do?
Right.
And Adiza, do you know, be truthful to yourself, probably this standard of changing into 14 outfit could actually be a toxic standard. Because why would you spend money on changing into 14 outfit? And I look back, growing up, that was the norm. Like you have to change up to a certain number. But I realized that even with my little years in marriage, that standard,
it's not the most important thing.
Act is not the most important thing. So a young girl is there who probably has gone to school and is ready and capable of marriage. Not capable, but is thinking that if she's not able to change up to that kind of standard or even close to that standard, then it means she's missing or it is not complete. So my first article was about that.
Where were you publishing your articles?
I published it on social media, the power of digital media. I'm a marketing person, so you expect that I would definitely use digital media.
And I want us to talk about that in a little bit, but let's roll back to your childhood, right? You talk about your father being influential in your life. How about your mother?
Mom was also very influential. I've become a dutiful, responsible woman because of my mom.
Indeed, indeed.
She was very diligent. She wasn't educated up to a desired educational level, but mom guided me. She taught me a lot. Indeed. She taught me resilience. She taught me multitasking. She taught me cleanliness. And she taught me how to be a good mom. And that on the other side was investing in education. And she was also helping side by side.
How many are you in your family?
So I come from a polygamous home. So my mom and my dad, we are 3 and I'm the first.
Oh, amazing.
And then there are 7, making 10.
Ah, I see. Fantastic. You had, a very large family, and then you had to go to secondary school.
Yes.
Were you a day student, or you went to the boarding house?
I was
Okay, tell us about those days when you were in secondary school.
I was very bubbly and intelligent. Yes, I was very smart and bubbly. It was amazing. In school, I held the position. I think I was vying for entertainment prefect, but it swerved me. But I was actively participating in all entertainment programs.
And which secondary school was that?
In Sabah Presby.
What was the transition like?
It was amazing. It was a beautiful experience. I mean, my dad insisted we're never going to sit in commercial bars. But my fond memory is we not telling him we are actually vacating today, because if we had told him, he would have sent a driver or come himself. So one time we also wanted to fill the whole, we are all going to the station to go and pick a car. So we didn't tell daddy, and I joined my friends, sat in the commercial bus from Nsaba to Swedro, then from Swedro to Carnation. It was fun. So we got home and he was like, when did you vacate? I said, we vacated today. He said, how come you didn't call? But Daddy didn't know. I wanted to have that experience because every time they come, they tell you, on our way, we saw this, we alighted here and it was fun. And when we got to North Carnation, the market women would say, the secondary school students are coming, oh, they are back, they are back, oh, they are coming, oh. So I wanted to experience it. I think that was just about it.
When you were growing up, what did you always want to be?
I wanted to be a journalist.
Amazing.
I think an air hostess. Then now we went to journalist.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll talk about your career journey, but let's take a look at your growing up in pictures. We call it the Seed to Oak segment. It's brought to you by Kelkis Toothpaste. Let's take a look. Amazing. But you've had a very beautiful childhood from the story that you have shared so far. The C2O segment is brought to you by Kelkis Toothpaste. It's strawberry flavored. It's suitable for children between the ages of 2 and 6 years old. It will protect their gums, it will prevent cavity and make their teeth strong and healthy, and will keep their breaths fresh all day and night. You're watching the Kel Toothpaste PL show. My guest today is Marketing and Media Relations for Electroland. Adiza Ibrahim is my guest. We have been talking about her childhood, and when we come back, let's go back on that career journey and how she began, with her philanthropy work among the Muslim women in the Muslim communities. Don't go away.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 2 times a day. Brush with Kelkis.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkis Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. It makes your teeth stronger, chicky chicky whiter, chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkis, happy smile.
Welcome back. Our phenomenal lady today on the Kel Toothpaste PL show is Adiza Ibrahim. She is founder of Zongo Women's Livelihood. She's also the Marketing and Media Relations Manager of Electroland. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
At what point in your life do you think that you were starting to think about purpose? Where did you find purpose?
I found purpose. Ask me when. After national service. I grew up with a father that wanted to provide everything, right from your undergarment. So even after university, he will still give you money. So one time I just went to my dad and I told him that, Baba, na bidang inte imbidi aiki. Because he had the conviction that I was good, and my boss had already told him that I was good during service, so I'll be retained. So I went to him in our language. I said, I want to go look for a job. I'm tired of taking housekeeping money from you. He said, am I sure? I said, yes. And truly and really, I was tired. Out of my own will, I just picked the phone, called Selena Beb, who was my godmom when we were in university. So I called her and I said, Selena, you know what? I'm tired of staying home. I said, I want to work. Then she said, Adiza, I know you're a graduate. You are having a degree. I am just a startup entrepreneur. I sell from my car boot to my client, or I sell from my home to the customers. Would you want to work even with your degree? So I just said, why not? What is wrong with it? I will do the job. She said, we are sure in tree. I'm just imagining how she said it. Adiza, we are sure. And I said, yes, Selena, me. She said, okay, so start. This is how I operate. I don't have a store yet because I'm just a startup. you would have to be coming to my house at Achimota, sort out the stuff we needed to show to customers based on their prior requests. Then you confirm order with the customers, then you go to their homes or their offices or wherever they are to deliver. That was my role. I said, Ejuma we may judge housekeeping money from my dad. So she was there. Early morning, I was at her house in Achimota for my shaman Lebanon. By 9 or 8:30, I was there. She said, you are here? I said, yes. She said, okay, this is my driver, Abu. You'll be working with him. So you have to sort out this. She took me around her storeroom, showed me that. I started the job, Keminni. I wanted a purpose. I wanted my own. I wanted to carve a niche for myself. I started working for Selena. And I think if Selena will have to attest to this, I'm still one of the best salespersons she's ever had. And every time we have a conversation, she tells me, Adiza, you were good. So I started working for Selena Babe. Then I started loving the job. Started doing it. I'll go to customers, deliver to them. They will be happy. They will call back. What do you have? And I was managing the phone. So I was good. Then one time I was in Osu, spotted the space, and told the Selena, I think we need this space.
You told her?
Yes. I spotted the shop.
That's how much you were into the shop?
Yes, I spotted it. So I told her, this is a nice place, close to Angel's Hair Salon in Osu. I think we need it. She said, really? We took the shop. That was our first store.
Wow.
Then now I started working in a shop. So from a person who goes to her madam's house to pack the bags into her car booth, to go around and deliver happiness to the doorstep of customers. Now we had the physical evidence. We set it up. I was a manager. So when you come to the shop, I am a manager of Selena Babes. Then we'll sign on to below the line activities. We'll sign on to Glade Africa. We were always everywhere in the faces of people because it was a new brand. And we needed to be intentional about putting it in your face so you patronize us. So it started like that. Started working with it. Then it got to a time I wanted to move on. There was an opening in the newspaper. Yes, in the Daily Graphic. It was a multinational company, Azadia, first national company. So they were coming to Ghana to open Mango Violeta, Pele shoes, sunglass hats, and Mango kits. And all these were international fashion brands. So having to work for Selena Babe, I knew, and he also knew that I was capable of working here.
Doing that.
So I applied, got shortlisted, went for my interview at Holiday Inn, and I got assistant managerial role.
Amazing.
But you know, I am passionate, and because I had worked with Selena, I knew the details and I knew everything about customer experience, and having to deal with garment, I was good at it. I was asked to work at Westels Mall. Started working there under a white guy as an assistant. Because what I have realized that sometimes when they come in, they want you to work under their own before they allow you. I started working. Our second meeting, the gentleman came in the middle, said, Adiza, I think there's a surprise. I said, what? He said, I think you are too good. Westels Mall records slow footfalls, conversion rate. It is not as busy as Accra Mall. There's a manager at Accra Mall. I think you have to go to Accra Mall. With this your potential, this is too slow for you. So you've been promoted to go to Accra Mall. So I took the role, came to Accra Mall, started working under her. Bam! We recorded our first ever highest sales in Africa since Azadia started operating in Africa. Yes. And that is what happened.
Amazing.
Started working there. I gave birth to my second, got tired, wanted a job that was closer and a job that was more flexible. Then I applied at Electroland Ghana Limited and got the role.
So how long have you been at Electroland for? 7 years.
Yes.
Amazing. What's a typical day in your life like as manager of marketing and media relations of Electroland?
So from morning, you wake up at dawn, pray with your kids, prep them for school. I drop them in school. From school, I come to the office. In the office, first thing in the morning, I open my email, read emails, respond to emails. If there are stuff that I have to do immediately on that day, then I see to it. Then I'm always having to work with the creative department, but we call them the graphics. So because there's graphics department, there's a digital team, And then there's operations, there's a sales manager, and there are regional managers, and there's a retail manager. So I have to work with all of these people. So for morning, if I check and we have a campaign, definitely this campaign must go with a digital postings.
Right.
If there's a radio advertisement, I make sure there's a jingle or LPM that is ready. If there's a creative that should go with it, I make sure it is ready. And then on the social media team, I collect all these and give to them and instruct. Let it go at this time. Put this particular caption. Target it at this location because it is for this location. Then if there are other stuff I need to know from regional managers in terms of marketing stuff, I call them, I engage them. Okay, so there's a new opening in your region. What and what do you need? Do you need us to go on radio interviews? Do you need us to come and have an activation in front of the showroom? Are there any potential companies that we can partner with that you think we can do flexible assets finance with them? So I engage them. If they have anything, we talk about. If not, I move on. Then I go to retail, who is with me there at the head office. I speak to him. What is happening? Sales good? Do you think we should do this? Do you think we should redirect focus on this particular thing? I check on website, check on social media if they are doing the right things.
You sound very busy on a typical day.
Yes, and giving it the best captions. If I check and the captions do not suit the artwork, I can change it. I will just send a message, screenshot it, and and edit it, give it to them to change. Then I go to MD, who will maybe give me a new job, a new work, not job, because I know my role, like a new job has come and he will ask that I do. But with operations, who I have to work with every day, Mr. Nassif, I'm always in his office because we are looking at pricing.
Indeed.
We are looking at what will work for this particular place, region or showroom. What product is aging, what should go. And for the banks, they also come in with consumer asset finance. Adiza, partnership, they come for meetings. If they want to partner with us, they come for meetings. We discuss, we tell them what's on the table. If they agree, we seal a deal. Then we start giving customers loan through the banks for consumer finance. And if there are individuals, group of people who also are seeking for sponsorship, they come in to see me. So they come, they bring their letters, they come in, have meetings with me, speak to me about whatever they have, whether project, initiative, or whatever it is. I look at it, put it there, look at it again, and then advise.
I see. You've been in a managerial role in, different areas of your life. And at different points.
I think I've always held a managerial
role.
Yes.
And and that's the point I'm making.
A leadership role.
What do you think that has taught you, it has taught you about humans?
Hey, humans, even without having to be a manager, I think a human being is something else. But if you learn to be a human being enough, you can be able to live with another human being. So you have someone coming in to actually cry that I need a job. You give them the job, then they become nonchalant. These are some of the things I have to deal with. You will instruct and they will not do what you require of them. And we change. And I've also grown to a stage where I realize that I think each one of us on a daily basis is coming or carrying a baggage. Baggages that we don't want to talk about. It could be a baggage of sorrow, it could be a baggage of disappointment, failure, just not in the mood, attitude, financial distress, family distress, friendship distress, even the job that they have, that they are there presently, distress. So I try to take it easy. I try to come down to the level of everybody in the office. They will tell you that if Adiza is not there, the place is quiet. But if I am there, I flow with everybody. The person I eat at the office with is the office cleaner. If you ask anybody, they will tell you, I'm down to that level So human being is some way, but if you learn to be human enough, you will get to a point where you understand how to live with human being. We are full of identities. Today we are like this, tomorrow we are like that. The one you think will not do can actually do.
What are some of the challenges would you say you encountered as a young woman trying to break into the job market, trying to break into the managerial, fashion managerial, roles and all that? And what would you say?
I think at the beginning of my career with Selena Beb, there was this stereotype, or for lack of better words. So I had a degree, but you be in the store and a banker, your age mate, who probably was lucky to secure a job right after national service will come in by, and the next minute, young woman would want to look down on you. Or, there's this statement, a customer is always right. Deep within your heart, you see that this customer has tripped or has overstepped the boundary. But the moment you want to voice it out, customer who you think is in the same age as you and probably secured a job early or lucky, will just look at you and tell you that a common salesperson. So right from that experience, I realized that a lot of people think that people who do sales are uneducated. They are less of a human being. They are not supposed to be on a certain level. That was the first challenge I had. Then when I started working with Electroland, I realized that there were places that when I go, because I had the hijab, straight ahead, even women, they look at you and they are thinking, Nawe Unimana, does she know, can she do it? A Muslim girl. And I always entered into rooms where if I look around, I was the only person with a hijab. Meaning that there were Muslims who were capable, but they were not availing themselves. Or there were Muslim women who were capable, but they were afraid of stereotype. Or there were Muslim women who had the capabilities, but they were not offered the opportunities.
I see.
So these are the things that I experienced. But apart from that...
how did you deal with that when people were particularly dealing with you differently because you wore the hijab?
For me, I always say that you set limitation on yourself. Nobody sets limitation. There's no limitation anywhere. Everything is possible to achieve and to do. If we are crying, if you're a Muslim young woman watching me or a woman, teen, adolescent, and you're watching me, and you are thinking that you are not getting the opportunity because of your veil, I tell you, it's a thing in your mind. You need to prove to them that you can do and even overdo, and nobody will dare stop you. So instead of having to argue, I will kill you with the end result of my job. If you give me the microphone to speak on something, I will let you understand why I am here and why even without a hijab, I still have brains. Because some people unfortunately think that once we are coming from the Zongo communities or we are identified with that sector of people, then they want to look down on us. But it's all in your mind. There are a lot of intelligent Muslim women. Trust me, a lot of them don't like the limelight. A lot of them are doing amazing. When I start to do charity work, I have a lot of Muslim women behind the scenes that will tell you that please don't post me. But if you go further to read on them and see the activity, you realize that even these women are doing more than I am doing, but they just want to be in the back seat. Probably because they don't have issues, they don't want to have issues with the limitations that the religion has set on us. They don't want to go contrary, because the moment you start coming out, you have to be careful. Sometimes we go contrary, but we remember, we remind ourselves about where we are coming from, and we come back on track. I will not even sit here and say that I have a perfect life as a Muslim woman. Yes, because I'm not 100% perfectionist. But once I realize I'm intentional, so if I realize that I'm going over the board, I bring myself back on track. So these are the stereotypes.
I see.
Even women thought.
Speaking of stereotypes, I want us to look at, our misconceptions about, and perhaps out of ignorance, about the veil. Talk to us about why you use the veil and you care about it so much.
I love the veil. I love it so much. And we have this local statement that the elders will pass, or even your peers will say, if this thing slips on the floor, like, hey, that's your husband, why are you making it slip? So the veil in Islam, every woman is supposed to be covered from head to toe. Covering here means however you want to cover. Your hair is not supposed to be shown.
Right.
Your body part is not supposed to be shown. But there's a thing with this particular one that I cannot tell, but I know that the big ones are easily carried by women who are married. A Muslim woman, whether she's a baby or she is supposed to be covered. So you can decide to tie your hair, you can decide to use a turban, you can decide to use the small veil or something. But in our cultural setting, the very big one are usually used by the married woman.
And that's how we can tell.
Yes, but in general, a Muslim woman, young, old, is supposed to be covered.
You're founder of the
Zongo Women Livelihood and
Empowerment
program.
Why did you decide to, form or found, the program?
I had to, because when I started writing the articles, like about pertinent issues that affect Muslim women, the Zongo community in general, I realized that they were coming to me. And when they come to me and I speak to them, a lot of them had the issues of not working. A lot of them had the issues of a degree holder, but my husband says he will not allow me to work. He wants me to be a full-time housewife. The community I come from say they don't see the reason for me to go to school or further my education. So these complaints were coming in. Kuburah, I need support because I'm not working, but I wish I could be able to afford certain things. So I moved from when they bring their stories, I give them money, to wanting to create something that will give them skills. And if you go to our Zongo communities, we patronize a lot of these things like makeup. On Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a lot of people are running into people's shops. Sometimes they don't even have stores, but they go for them to be made up. And they take as low as 50 cedis, 30 cedis. Some are making soaps and they sell it in their neighborhood and they get money. So I decided that why not create a program that will bring these men who really need that support to be able to bridge that gap. So I launched Zongo Willep, which ultimate target is to give women skills development and capacity development.
We'll talk more about the impact it's had so far. How long has it been in existence?
5.
5 years now. We'll talk a bit more about the impacts. But like I have said before, you sound like a very busy woman. Let's take a look at a typical day in Adiza's life. Here's the 360 segment.
Adiza Ibrahim Sadiq is the head of marketing and media relations of Electroland Ghana Limited, popularly called Kuburah Diamonds for her Zongo women and young girls social activism. She is the founder and CEO of the Zongo Women Livelihood and Empowerment Program, where over 300 people have benefited from her soft skills training in makeup artistry, soap making, and others. It is Adiza's passion to change the toxic narratives, the stereotypes, and standards in the Zongo communities.
Her impact is greatly felt in this company, and especially to me as an entrepreneur, she motivates me a lot. She's one of my mentors, so I really look up to her, and I am glad that I know Adiza.
She's a very strong woman, very determined, and she also has a soft heart. She's very kind, and she holds a lot of, more often than not, she has people's interests even before her own. And it's a trait that's not found amongst a lot of people. I continue to pray for her and wish her the best in life. And the sky is the limit for her because she has a very, very great potential.
Don't let that fire burn. Be that strong woman. Be that woman that go gets whatever she wants.
Amazing. They had great things to say about you. And I've only sat with you for a few minutes, and I don't think they are exaggerating.
Thank you.
You are what they say you are.
Thank you. I am humbled.
I believe that completely. But I mean, what does it feel like hearing them say those things about
Vincent, I like the part where he said she puts the interest of people ahead of us, and which is true. And sometimes you mentioned that, how do I see human beings? And I said human being is something else. Sometimes the one you think can do cannot do, and the one you think can do will do.
Right.
But it's beautiful to hear this from them. It's something that I hear every day in humility, and I think it's one of the driving force for me.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I don't think anything can ever change me. This is just who I am.
We don't want you to change either.
It's just who I
The
am.
360 segment is brought to you by Kel 360 toothpaste. The Kel 360 toothpaste brand will give you and your family freshness in your mouth. It will brighten your teeth. It will prevent cavity and protect your gum from decaying. It is absolutely great for every member of the family, and it's approved by the Food and Drugs Authority, which means that you can always rely on the quality that Kel toothpaste brands bring you. Anyway, my guest is the very affable and pleasant Adiza Ibrahim. But we've also noticed that you've called yourself Kuburah twice. Kuburah Diamond.
Every Khadija is Kuburah.
I see.
That's the compound name.
So where did the diamond
the
come
Kuburah
from?
Diamond started when I wanted to blog about the pertinent issue.
Right.
Taking you back to when I saw that I had 14 clothes, which was a toxic standard I set for a young girl who will also think that is the way to go. So I said I needed a name that will be embedded on the minds of people. So Kuburah Diamond is a precious jewel, and every woman, you are supposed to be precious. So Kuburah, I am a diamond, but I wanted to inspire my followers who are women, so I added S to it. So Kuburah and her diamonds. Kuburah herself is a diamond, and her followers that she motivates, inspires, encourages, lead are diamonds.
I see. That's interesting. Let's talk about some of the impact stories that have come out of Zongo Women's Livelihood and Empowerment Program. What are some of the things that you have done for the women?
I've brought trainers around, women who are skillful, because I am an SDS advocate, and I hinge on 1 SDS, go 1, go 2, go 4, go 7, and 17. And 17 is coming into partnership with others to be able to achieve the 16 goals. How do I achieve 16? How do I bridge the issue of poverty? How will I be able to play my part to let other women who don't have job? But there are so many graduate women who don't have job, and they are having to rely on men for their daily feed. They are having to rely on their parents who are not fully capable, and they are having to rely on hand to mouth. So I wanted to bridge that gap. I wanted to be able to do something to also achieve that goal, decent job, economic living. So I brought these trainers in. They come and teach soap making. They've taught them how to do makeup. They've taught them how to make dresses. They've taught them how to do accounting. They've taught them how to manage business. They've gone for customer service trainings. They have a whole lot. And today I have a lot of women who are working because of me. They are having their own financial liberation.
How many women, over the years, do you think you have?
I cannot count. I cannot count, because even just by writing, I touch mammoth numbers. Just by writing to inspire. I touch a lot of lives. I cannot count. I have about 43K followers, organic followers. And even if I'm taking 10,000 out of it and half chat, I can tell you for a fact that in a day, I touch about 10,000 women's life just by writing a positive thought.
Indeed.
Just by writing something that will change their action. Just by writing something that will let them know they can achieve.
I see. So our program is brought to you kind courtesy. Kel Charcoal toothpaste, suitable for all members of your family above the age of 6 years. It's been formulated and produced under strict hygienic conditions and approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. It will give you fresh breath, whiter teeth, reduces dental plaque, prevents cavity, and makes your gum healthy, and so much more. Go grab yourself Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Adiza is still here with us. Kuburah Diamonds. Anna.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I love that.
I want you to talk to Muslim women out there.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sunana Adiza Ibrahim kuduka kunsani Kuburah Diamonds. Yaunga nas muduka munsan kama mace nkina son ki abu kinye ki. I'm talking kiya kamata ki te school. Ika te school kuma kinzo ki samu aikin yi. Ika samu aikin yi kuma kinye ki zo ki samu aikin da ke da kanki da ki yake yi. Yaunga koni mace ya kamata, you have to be purposeful. You need to have a goal, you need to achieve. And you can achieve without being biased. You can achieve without hurting another person, another woman. You can achieve without bringing down another woman. You can achieve because the world is a big stage for everybody. As I sit here, you look at me, you're watching me. It is because I am intentional. It is because I have set a purpose. And on this journey, I have decided that until I see success, positive success, I am not relenting. And I believe, or I'm urging you to also do same. You have the qualities, you have the skills, you have the passion, you are learned, you are beautiful, you are virtuous. Keep your dignity intact and be an intentional young lady.
Indeed, be an intentional young lady and keep your dignity intact.
Yeah.
But anyway, as we are winding down on our conversation, we've brought you a present. In fact, we've got a basket full of goodies.
I appreciate
I want to tell you what's inside. We've got the Kel Kids toothpaste, Kel 360. We've got Roma mosquito coil and Sasso as well. And then we've got a beautiful mug you could place in your office.
Thank you so much.
Kel toothpaste.
Kel toothpaste.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
We appreciate you too, but that's not all. The Phenomenal Lady Show would like to give you the symbol of greatness we give to all the women who come here. The best part is, it's customized, so it's got your name here. Adiza Ibrahim. And we want to tell you that...
Oh, this is nice.
Yes.
Hey.
It's got it at the bottom as well, in case
I'm a queen.
You are.
And this is my chair, my throne.
Absolutely. You just took the words out of my mouth. This is exactly what this signifies.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is beautiful.
By all standards.
Thank you.
And you are destined for greatness.
Thank you.
You are on your path to greatness, and you should never stop. Like your colleague said, honestly, I believe them. I love the spirit I have encountered here today.
Thank
and
you.
I want you to continue being
Thank
you, because
so
we are
much.
not done having you.
No.
There's much more to come.
Yes, a lot. Thank you so much.
We hope to be reading about your journey soon.
Yes.
Kuburah, thank you so much for coming.
You too.
Kuburah Diamond. I think that's my favorite. Kuburah Diamond. My guest today on the program has been Adiza Ibrahim. A phenomenal lady by all standards, very sweet spirit.
Thank you.
And one who shared a story of faith and inspiration and courage also. And she's been talking to all of us out there, not just Muslim women, although her focus really is to hold the lump up for the Muslim women, particularly those that society that doesn't pay a lot of attention to. And I hope that you have enjoyed that conversation. Remember that you can watch us again on YouTube. Just search the PL Show. You can also go on our Facebook channel where we stream live and watch this all over again in case you missed it here on this channel. I'm Keminni Amanor, and next week I'll bring you the story of another phenomenal lady. Bye-bye.